All right, back with Critical Coaches food reviews. I might have to change that to honest food reviews, but what's the point of doing a food review if you're not being honest about it? And we're still in Bloomington, Illinois, and I went to a place called Kobe Hibachi Steakhouse. Um, it makes sense. Anyways, $36 for a filet mignon hibachi and a spicy tuna roll. Usually when I go to new hibachi places, I'll get those two. Some kind of steak hibachi, because I don't eat shrimp, and I'm not a big fan of chicken, if I can avoid it. And then I'll try out the basic, simplest sushi roll, because if they can't get that right, Lord knows they ain't getting much else right. So this is one of the few times someone actually recommended, or when I asked about hibachi, they said, yeah, try that out. So this is how the food came. I'll unpack everything. I'm not worried about this part, the salad. It's typical with ginger type dressing, which is all separated. It's lettuce. I told them not to put the soup in there because I'm not eating soup in my hotel room. This is how the sushi came, exactly how you're looking at it. So they're not really, don't care about, I don't know why there's all that stuff on there in a spicy tuna. And then it came like this. So I guess you put it together yourself. I'm not a big fan of that. But I will let you know what we're going to be looking for is the cook and doneness flavor of the vegetables. Obviously on the rice and noodles, because mushy is mushy. Properly cooked is properly cooked. We'll be looking at the steak. If it's tender, if it's cooked medium, first bite's all right. Zero flavor though. Wow. And then I'll let you know how the sushi is. If you, like I said, if you can't figure out spicy tuna, so I'm not worried about the packaging. Like if the packaging, and it wasn't me. That bag came straight up into my car, straight out. And I excuse for sniffling. I am feeling just a bit under the weather with a nasal drip or throat issue. I will try one of these right in front of you because it's just so sloppy. I don't even know if. All right, that's what I worry about with sushi is that sushi rice is sushi rice, right? It's not just steamed rice or sticky rice. It's sushi rice. There's a way to make it. And this tastes exactly like sticky rice. Like, no, it doesn't taste like sushi rice. It's just mushy. It's holding shape. That's good. There's definitely nothing spicy about the spicy tuna. Now it's a steakhouse, but if you're going to offer sushi and they have a bunch of different rolls on the menu, again, it's Kobe Hibachi Steakhouse, Bloomington, Illinois. So you can look up the menu, a bunch of different. But if your rice is wrong, I don't care what kind of stuff you put in the roll. It's not going to make for good sushi. And spicy tuna is like really basic roll to make. So disappointed in the sushi. I will give everything a try, and I'll come back and let you know how it is. My honest feedback. All right. See you in a bit. All right. Honest feedback. All right. Let's start the good stuff, the vegetables. They were actually the only thing on this whole plate, including the sushi and salad, that is actually seasoned, at least well. And the vegetables were actually cooked with still some texture. So, yes, veggies are good. The rice, the fried rice, or whatever they're gonna refer to this is, properly cooked, not soggy, not overcooked, is actually well. Zero seasoning. Like there's less seasoning in this fried rice than there is on the plain sushi rice or steamed rice. I'm not gonna call it sushi rice. And then the noodles are the exact same way. Good bite, almost al dente, not mushy. Again, this one at least has a little bit of flavor, but nothing. The steak, zero flavor. Most of it's tender. Now, when you get other menu, it was like $26 for New York steak, $27 for filet mignon. I paid the extra $1. If this is filet mignon, then I've been eating at the wrong steakhouses because, excuse me, not one of these pieces is tender and or even resembles a cut from a filet mignon that would have had some kind of marbling like a filet, anything. I don't think this would even qualify as New York. I would put this in the category of sirloin. Now, I'm not going to accuse them of overcharging people for filet and not using filet. I'm just saying, if this is filet, I don't know where they're getting the filet from. I would say at best this was sirloin. If you go to Texas Roadhouse and you get a properly cooked medium sirloin, probably tastes better than this. Granted, it's not as well. Take that back and say it's not a steakhouse, but literally the name of the place is Kobe Japanese Steakhouse or Hibachi Steakhouse. So if you tell me filet mignon and charge me $27 for a bunch of cut up pieces that should have come from a filet mignon cut, and if they did, then you need to check with your butcher or your whoever your food purveyor is. I'm sorry. Now I understand, especially in North America, when you do hibachi, they give you these, right? And maybe that's why they don't flavor their rice or their noodles or their meat, because you're supposed to dump a bunch of this on there. If you're relying on this for your flavor for hibachi, then don't just get these and go put them on whatever food you have at home. Don't pay $30 for a bunch of food and then have to rely on the 30-cent mayonnaise or whatever this is to put on there. That's my deal. So finally we have one that is not going to get at least a 7. The sushi drops it down. The cut of meat, the flavoring, the price. So I paid with tip $40 for the small little 6 pieces of sushi, and this. It's not worth it. I will be full when I eat it without question because you got noodles and rice and veggies. They put a bunch. I'm sorry. It's edible, and the food's cooked right. The pieces that are big enough to show medium are showing medium. Most of the pieces are so small, there's no way you can keep them medium. The veggies are cooked right. Rice was cooked right correctly, like temperature and texture wise. Same with the noodles. So I can't give them below 5 because they cooked stuff. They got the order right. I would give the food a 5 and overall between a 4 and a 5 because when I was there, there's no professionalism. Kids joking around. Now, granted, it wasn't that busy, so you expect these kids to have fun at work. It just seemed like, and it was dirty. Just the atmosphere was dirty. So I'll keep it at a 5 because I don't want to punish the restaurant for maybe that just being a slow part of the day where they're not cleaning and they're just kind of taking a breather between lunch and dinner. I don't know. But again, Kobe Hibachi Steakhouse, Bloomington, Illinois, 5 out of 10 at best. You can give it a try, and maybe you like chicken and shrimp, and maybe that's better. But you're gonna have to use this because they don't season anything. The veggies are seasoned, anyways. So next time, Critical Coaches with a pretty honest food review. Thanks for watching.